Well, ladies and gents, continuing its roaring success and embarrassing people left, right, and centre, the Super Mario Bros. Has become the second highest grossing animated film of all time. That's insane. Now, I don't mean like insane that it did it. I think that was a given, in fairness. This movie was bound to be a huge success. It's so strange to me that people didn't, that people actually doubted it. Why would you doubt this? Nintendo has a long, storied history and a fan base. And this film, it was 90 minutes long. It was just fun. Released at the right time. They've got the Nintendo World elements of the sort of Universal theme parks. I mean, how did you not think this was going to be a success? I'm looking at you, Grace Randolph. It's not even going to see Friday. Really? Egg on your face. Massive egg on your face. And this is what I mean. So, this film did not do well with the critics at all. And it was so shocking to me at the time when the critics were coming out and slamming it. And you're like, what are you doing? How you just... It's a weird negative circle jerk with some of these critics. They watch these films with other critics and they become very tunnel visioned. It sort of rubs off on you, one another. And I've spoken about this at length on my podcast, is that it's really important, I think, as a reviewer, to go and watch stuff with the average moviegoer. Step away from critics. Get away from them. As a reviewer anyway. Don't watch any other reviewers. Don't talk to any other reviewers until you yourself have seen a film. And it's just, I think this is why there's such a disparity. Access media loves their access. And part of it is because they can just sit around together hating on a film. Bizarre. Anyway, like I said, that preamble out the way, hit subscribe if you're new here. The Super Mario Bros. Movie has become the second highest grossing animated film of all time. And that is just so well deserved. So well deserved. Now, this will unequivocally get a sequel. Absolutely, they will be looking to build out Nintendo products in other films, whether it be live action adaptation or more animation, because they've done very, very well. That rhymed, which I'm quite happy with, but anyway, never mind. So let's take a look. So what's it done? Because this is basically a record breaker. So Universal and Illumination's animated Super Mario Bros. Movie jumped into theatres last month. It crossed the billion in like 26 days. That's just staggeringly good. It had the biggest opening ever for an animated movie. Although important to note, not technically, because of course adjusted for inflation. And then you've also got to account for a lot of the variable ticket pricing that's out there now. So it wasn't really the biggest opening. You start adjusting stuff for inflation. It's not that, it wasn't the biggest. And especially, again, like I said, if you take into account all this sort of variable ticket pricing that's come into play now, which was never really a thing before. So, yeah, doubtful. But still, great opening anyway. And then, it became the highest grossing film of 2023 in less than a week of its general release. Which is, again, it was just smashing records left, right, and centre. But now it's past Frozen. Frozen! It's past Frozen. The movie that everyone kept singing bloody stupid songs to all the time, and they sort of got under your skin, and it was just this big thing for ages. Yeah, Frozen. It's beaten Frozen. That is crazy. Now, what does that look like numbers-wise? Domestically, it's actually done incredibly well. So, over $500 million domestic. $560 million domestically. And then $727 million internationally. That is staggeringly good. Staggeringly good. Now again, has it really beaten Frozen adjusted for inflation? No. But that's still amazingly well. Like really, really, really good numbers. So $1.288 billion. The fact that this is still in theaters is insane. Normally it's just out of theaters. Done. They got to get out of theaters ASAP. So good. Now Frozen's take was 1.284 billion, but again, like I say, just for inflation, it's not. You know, it isn't that. It's more. Now, basically, it's trailing Frozen 2 on the all-time chart because that did $1.45 billion. Again, adjusted for inflation. I don't need to keep saying it. You get the drift. But still, wow. Insane. Absolutely insane. But what's even more insane... 95% from critics. Fuck's sake. How did you get this so wrong? How? How on earth did you get this so wrong? No. 59%. Rotten to egg on your faces, guys. Holy crap. That's just staggeringly bad. There was such commentary on this. I mean, we did some segments on my podcast about it because it was so funny. You have people not liking that Bowser was a villain. He's a villain. Of course he's going to be evil. What are you doing? People confused with where Mario ended up. Even though Toad literally introduces the place as the Mushroom Kingdom. And there's mushrooms everywhere. I mean, for goodness sake. Anyone who doubted this movie, just... Nah, this movie was always going to do well. And I remember before it released, a bunch of people who do YouTube videos were like, oh, it's woke because Princess Peach. And I remember doing videos again, no, it's not woke. Well, I think I said it in one video anyway, the trailer. It's not woke at all. Princess Peach is her, I guess sort of Super Smash Brothers version anyway. And it wasn't woke. She needed Mario for starters. Anyway, whatever. The fact that it's just crazy. Second highest grossing animated film of all time. Technically not because of adjusted for inflation, but we will overlook that for the purposes of this video and headlines. It has still done incredibly well though. And I do wonder if it will start to creep past Frozen 2. I wonder. Do you think it can? Because I'm still surprised. I'm surprised it is still in theatres. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Love to see it win, and I cannot wait to hear what Nintendo and Universal announces next. What do you think they're going to announce? Let me know. I've heard rumours and rumblings from sources that you're looking at a Zelda adaptation, but I think that they'll probably end up jumping on this next. You know, Super Mario Brothers 2. I think that's probably where they'll end up next. They'll probably fast track that, and rightfully so. Jump, strike while the iron is hot. But leave your thoughts down below. Cheers, guys. Take care.